Good morning and welcome to Going to Work with Gena, which is an infomercial for STEM students. I am Dr. Gena Henderson and it is Python Wednesday, yes. And you know we always begin Python Wednesday by telling you which oil we're diffusing. This morning I am diffusing eucalyptus. Eucalyptus comes in 3 different forms from 3 different countries, Australia, Ecuador, China. And this morning I am using the one that has more eucalyptus in it, which is Eucalyptus Globulus. And what I use it for is for sinus. I've been diagnosed with sinuses, so I basically use this every night in my diffuser before I go to bed. Okay, so it's Python Wednesday. You know Python stands for Programming You to the Heart of NASA. And how am I doing that? I'm actually doing that by teaching you how to use different gaming engines, okay, to program games and do all these kind of assignments that you may have to do in class. So right now we've been working on the breakout game. And last week, I made a mistake last week. I said we were only declaring 2 variables, and we actually needed to declare 3 variables. Okay, so what you had here initially, you had to go in and initialize the speed, okay, outside of the start command. Okay, and then once we got into the start of the program, we set another one called horizontal press, okay, which is your horizontal input variable that we needed to annotate here. And then there was another one called get rigid body, 2D rigid body, which is going to help us set the velocity. And what the velocity does is it looks at in the X and the Y axes, and see, as you can see, it's not going to be moving in the y-axis because remember this is the toggle, so it goes back and forth using the arrow keys on your computer. And so here is the variable is called horizontal press. So here, this float variable that we initiated, we're actually going to use it here. Okay, so when we get ready to go to the program, here we will see that once we hit on let's see, we did my paddle, and so here we're going to go back to edit, and then we're going to go back into project settings, and then here we're going to name this name. It's going to be called horizontal press because that's the name of it. We named it horizontal press, so we need to put horizontal press there. Okay, and so that'll take care of that. And so the next thing that we are getting ready to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the rigid body itself. So we're going to go here and we're going to look at, let's see, component, 2D physics. And see, we're going to go here and we're going to start looking at rigid body. Okay, and we're going to also look at the box collider because the box collider has actually the ball here that I have dragged into the scene. Remember, we made the sprite of a ball. So all you got to do is just drag this ball into the scene now. Okay, and then once you do that, you'll see the transform and the rendering that we're going to have to do for the ball. Okay, so we already did that for the paddle. So